Elwha is very special, and I'll say that because one, we are very small. We bring that family atmosphere to Elwha River Casino.
The Elwha River Casino is located here on the Lower Elwha Reservation. Part of it's owned by the Lower Elwha Clallam tribe, the Clallam Nation, or they refer to as the Strong People.
We're a locals casino. We know probably way too much about our guests, and they know way too much about us than they should.
We'll call what we got here is called the cheers atmosphere without the alcohol. Everybody here, from our guests to our staff members, we're viewed as family. We get to know our guests on a first name basis. I think that's what separates us from, I guess, your larger properties.
It's changed a lot. Just from a slot floor perspective, I think we had 106 games when we opened, and we're up to 138 now. I am proud to say that we have seen between 8 and 8.5% increase in revenue year on year.
A large portion of capital expenditures rests in the gaming products on the floor. So understanding the right mix of products to invest in, it's actually a really critical function of the property. So Elwha was eager to make new product investments, and their management team set out to explore innovative new AI technologies to assist with these types of decisions. Elwha wanted to use the data on the floor to guide their investment choices.
Real AI is an artificial intelligence-driven system that is designed to improve theoretical win on a slot floor by very carefully balancing the mix of slot machines on the floor and also moving them around on the floor to make better use of existing slot floor real estate.
Elwha wanted to answer several questions. What slot machine attributes affect performance? What factors affect machine performance relative to the customer base? How would changes to the mix of machines impact the performance of other slot machines on the floor? And more importantly, what products should Elwha invest in, and which products should be ultimately retired?
So what Real AI does is it addresses both the mix of machines to put on a slot floor and also their spatial locations in order to increase the overall win on the floor. It does this by finding new efficiencies on the floor. We're not just simply moving money around on the floor. What we're trying to do is find new efficiencies that increase the overall productivity on the floor by giving players, exactly what they want to play.
Ultimately, their goal was to be armed with accurate and actionable information to have more informed, data-driven negotiations with their slot machine vendors.
So in a slot floor, we have players interacting with machines, and when we make a change to any of the content of that floor, those changes propagate out like ripples through the casino. Everything else is affected. It's taken a while to truly understand this in a mathematical sense, but that's really the basis of the model behind Real AI. It understands how this complicated web of interactions works on a slot floor. And then what we do is we use that understanding to generate an uplift in overall theoretical win by changing the mix to something that's more suited to what the players want, and also by changing the locations of machines on the slot floor.
To me, a lot of it was eye-opening because there are so many little data points that the software looks at and takes into account that I've never have before. How much of a game changer is it? To me, like I say, it'd save my whole day. It'd give me time to do stuff that I just have not had time to do yet, or that I've had to put on the back burner. And it's reliable. I can see down the road how no casino in its right mind would be operating without the same type of program, if not yours.
To be proud of what our tribe brings as an individual, to show them that, hey, hard work really pays off. And today is one of those days. We're celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and my family's going to be here, and just to be able to say, hey, like, we've done this. This is what I've been doing the last 10 years, and and for me as a tribal member, it's not only important for us to have enterprises and us to have money and be self-sufficient for our tribe. Those things are important to me.
I would hope our legacy be that we did everything possible to fulfill our needs to the tribal community, our guests, and our staff that we could with the means that we had necessary.